Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Ink and Page, and I'm here today with a new Nature's Neutrals video. One of the things that I wanted to do to my journal was to add a little bit of extra kind of texture to the background. So I thought I would hop on today with a quick video about adding some stenciling to your journal. I'm going to use two different mediums here. I'm going to use paint, which is this chalk finish Americana Decor paint. And it's kind of in a soft blue that, like, you know, complements this journal. This is great. It dries super quick and it has an amazing finish. So, and then I'm also going to use some texture paste. So I'm going to use the Nuvo Chalk Mousse in this kind of like pretty blue color. And I'm going to use the Tim Holtz script paste. And this is white. So it's pretty, like, this you can tint before or after. So I'm going to after tint mine. So I'm going to start, I'm just going to get some down in here. I'm going to do this second because these have to dry just naturally. I think if you dry this stuff, I'm not sure, but if you dry this with a heat tool, it like gets all puffy and weird. So I'm not sure, so I don't want to do that. I want it to just, I like it when it's like smooth. Okay, so I'm going to start with paint, and I did leave through here a little bit and kind of like figure out, you know, what some good pages would be for me on this one. I'm going to use Tim Holtz stencils, and if I can get this one, the first one, I thought it'd be fun to add some numbers to this. So I'm just going to add them to the corner of this page. I'm going to need to I have this like yellow sticky paper that I use kind of underneath these things. That's just going to protect it. It's like a roll of Post-it note tape basically, but I just reuse them. It looks like that. You could pretty much just use whatever you wanted on that front, but you know, I just wanted to get that one there, and I only want to get the, oops, that one's already got. I'm going to do it about there. I just worry sometimes about using washi tape for this kind of thing because I don't want it to overstick to the paper and then rip the paper. All right, I think I'm going to go like, hopefully that's pretty straight. And I'm going to go with the paint on this one. And I'm going to use my acrylic stamping block here for my palette. And I'm going to grab this here. You kind of have to like stamp off some of it sometimes so that it doesn't go under the, you know, get too wet and then just go under the stencil. And then this will just give like a little bit of extra, hopefully I did a good job on that. A little bit of extra detail to the page that, like, you know, I also am going to come in with stamping as well. So I'll do a second video on that tonight. I just wanted to do like a quick overview kind of like of this, and then in another video we'll do like, I feel like we could add something to this though. This is when I get myself into trouble with my freelancing. You know, just you think when you're doing this, think of this as layer one. This isn't everything that's going to go on your page. We're just going with layer one here with this. I just want to make sure yeah, see, that's already dry. Isn't that amazing? I love this paint. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out, because this color is amazing. And I know I got it like someplace, like I'm pretty sure I got it at Home Depot just randomly one day. Because you know how that can happen, where you're just like wandering down an aisle and you see something and you're like, what? I need that. So I'm sure this was on clearance too. Because Home Depot has some pretty fun clearance, I have to say. I just want to add some of this to this page. I don't know why. I hope it's going to be okay, but it's just calling to me. All right. Sometimes it helps like to connect throughout the whole page with a pattern, you know, like if you have, or even a color, you know. So this, we're just adding this to the page. I'm kind of freelancing here because I'm not even doing a great job holding this down. But this is a great stencil because it has such regular edges. It completely looks like, you know, it just looks like a splash. I'm going to add more to the top here if this is dry. So it doesn't matter if, you know, where you put it. And then we can come back with stamps and, you know, pieces of our ephemera and stuff like that to kind of complement this. I'm thinking like, I don't want to go too in the, although I'm worried about going across this. So probably come in here with something later. Did I make that crooked? That's not too bad. Oh, and this is another good one right here. We could try this one instead. This is a little bit more of like an intense one. And because this has this like kind of natural thing here, we can try it like this. It probably would have been smarter to do this before I put these in the book, but you know, it never works out that way, right? It just doesn't. Or for me, it doesn't. I don't think about that before I put them in. It's always after. So I figure I'll just, we'll just go across right here with this one. And then this page will just have a little something, something extra on it for when we come back through, you know, because we'll put, this will be a good page for a pocket, a good page for a page tab. So we'll go ahead and make those. I have kind of an aggressive schedule of videos for myself for the next week or so, because I want to like get cracking on this one because I have another kit coming out that I want to make videos for too. So I'm trying not to have too many like projects in the hopper at once, if that makes sense. I always have a lot of projects in the hopper though, so I don't know. That's pretty cool. And I don't know if I'm going to resist the temptation to add more, like go up a little bit. I might resist the temptation because I think I can come back and make this look good with something, you know, add like another layer on here with this one. All right, let's see what else we can do here. It has to be dry, right? Ooh, let's try this signature. Oh, this one's great. All right, let's turn this way. This is like, this page is perfect for us. Okay, I'm going to definitely go with alphabet here. Should I go this way? I should probably go this way. Okay, so let's cover this up to where we don't want it. All right, and then I'll do a little bit more paint on here. There's that. It's like they were made for each other, right? I love it. There's also this short piece right here. What would look good on there? It should definitely complement that. We could have it come up from this bottom corner, I think. I'm just gonna put down some of my yellow paper just in case here, because I don't want to get it on that one. This is a completely plain piece, so I think it would be neat to have it coming up from the bottom and coming like that way. There is I'm just going to take that bulldog clip off real quick here. My kids are playing video games right now, and I sincerely hope that you guys cannot hear them because they are being very loud. Children. Quick peek at that. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of the way that this stencil works. Like, it has a couple that like kind of almost blur together a little bit, and then it has these little tiny ones. I mean, it's a great stencil. All right, let's move. I'm just gonna try to dry that off a little bit, and then I'm gonna move over here and just do a little bit of extra stencil action on this, like down here on this side. And we'll just protect this here. You could, like, I mean, I could probably literally go through and do this on every page. I will try not to, but, you know, I think that it just adds that little extra something to your journal, you know? Plus, who doesn't love playing? I love playing with paint, you know what I mean? So, I think I'm not going to do anything on the top of that. Let's see, I gotta be careful because I got paint all over my hands. What I've got going on here. Let's see if there's any other places I want to add it. I'm definitely going to put a pocket back here, so probably won't do it on the inside even though I want to. Or we could do... we could just do it like on the edge here. Okay. All right, so let's do this one here first. I like to kind of pick like a couple of stencils and then stick with them when I do this, so that doesn't create a ton of chaos in my journal, because I know all of this is already a little bit busy, so I don't want to like create too much chaos, but I do want to add a little something extra, you know? All right, so I'm gonna go back to my letter stencil, I think, and do, I really want to do this row because it's got the like symbols and stuff on it. I do need another piece of tape though, because I want to make sure I block off my row. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna start over here. I almost went for the 5. I want to add something else here. I'm not sure. It might be a stamp. This already has this kind of like funky lines on it, so I don't think I'm going to add any other things to this. I think I'll just wait and add ephemera or stamping to that one. Okay, and then here on this back part, let's turn it like this. Maybe this one. Yeah, let's do this one. And then I will, I need a little bit more paint for this one. Okay, so I'll just go a little bit out here from the edge here. Looking good. And I'm just going to dry that really quickly, and I'll do the other side. I want to loosely connect those. And then if I add a pocket to this, hopefully this will be like a cool little texture for the pocket to like sit on top of. How's that? I think that's pretty good for that. I'm envisioning a side pocket here, in case you can tell by the way that I stenciled that. I'm envisioning a side pocket right here. And then this will just sit right there like that. Kind of be like a bleed from like here to there. It's not exactly the same blue color, but I think it'll pass. Okay. All right, so let's do a texture paste one. Let me see where we're gonna do that one. That looks a little bit crooked to me. I hope it's not crooked. This might be a good one. Let's do the grit paste on this one, and then we can probably tint it later on with the... I'll probably use some ink for that. We'll see when we get to that point. But I think it would be pretty to have a little bit of this on here. I'm just going to slide this under there just to protect it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cover this up too because I don't want to get it on there. All right, and we'll just put some... I'm going to go this way. This stamp is a little finicky because it's got all these little bits. Sometimes they stick up a little bit. Or a stencil, sorry, not stamp. All right, let's grab a little bit of this. And then I think I'm going to go like diagonal on this one. Pickle's doing some kids snoring for you guys. All right, let's see how that goes. I hope you guys can see that okay, because it's like I did kind of do it white on white here. I'm going to go ahead and go. I kind of want to do it on this one a little bit, but I'm just wary of going over that crease and having it look weird. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit. I'm trying to figure out exactly where to put that. A little bit up at the top too, because I always like to balance it out. Grab a little bit of that. I'll do some... Let's see here. Trying to figure out how to get the best angle on that. All right, let's see how we get it here. You have to be super careful not to touch that. I'm going to peel that off of there. This texture paste is incredibly sticky. And then once this dries, has a chance to dry a little bit, it will, oops, I'm just going to get it off of right there. We'll define it out a little bit with maybe some ink. I'm not sure exactly what color I'm going to use. Possibly old paper. I'm not sure. It just depends on how dark it comes out on that page. So I'll have to do a little bit of a test situation. All right, now I'm going to try to do, let's see. I'm just going to try to do a little bit of shenanigans here and put some of the chalk paste on this page, and then I can just set my journal to dry. Maybe we'll try this one coming up from the bottom. All right, let me grab this paper here to protect our little friends underneath. I may go in and add a couple extra of these, but I won't be able to do it until tomorrow. So I'll just show you those in the next video. Right. Maybe we'll go just a little bit close to the edge there. All right, here we go. just want to have like a little bit of something coming up from the bottom here. I think I need a little bit more here. It's going to be kind of tricky to get that. It just seems like it's kind of a hard edge there, and I don't want to have a hard edge. This. I probably only need a very small amount of this. I think that's way better. Now I'm kind of thinking that it looks a little bit like rain. Okay, let's just bring this down here. There's kind of a chunk right here. This is probably a mistake, but this texture paste is much stiffer, so it like you can get like a pretty thick layer of it on there if you work on it. There we go. Not too bad, I don't think. In a weird way, it does kind of look like rain, so maybe I should have put it from the top, but I like it. I think it looks cool. And I will add a little bit up here, I think. Just because, oops. I can't resist the urge to mess with stuff. I should probably wait until that other side dries. I'm just gonna like do it really fast. Usually after it like has a few minutes to take its, you know, its form, it's okay. It just needs to thoroughly dry. Okay, I think I'm good on that one. And I think that will be it for today. I hope you guys got your journals out and you did a little crafting with me. Let's see my, only a little bit. Yeah, I didn't really damage it. I just got a little bit on this page. So, but I hope you did get your journals out. I hope you add a little something to them. And I will be back, hopefully very soon, with another video. Pickle knows my ending of the video speech, so he starts the crying a little bit early. But I will be back soon with another one of these videos because I want to get cracking on this journal and get some good stuff done in it over the next week or so that we can start a new one in April. So I have big plans. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me.